Now, today I thought I'd like to talk to you about this, and more importantly, this.
Bring your heart, bring your dreams. It's time for Southwold Scribblings.
Yes, we're going to talk about spring cleaning. You know, I don't actually mean spring cleaning, don't you? Because the only time I ever clean my cottage is when I know visitors or friends are going to turn up in an hour's time and have a quick wipe around and clean around. And then they turn up and think, oh, that's a nice, tidy, clean house. Anyway, I'm talking about spring cleaning your life, as we, have to do sometimes. So let's start with the biggie, shall we? Let's start with relationships.
Spring cleaning time.
So you may be in a relationship that's run its course, and you think possibly this could be the year that you either break away, or you can make up, or you can talk about it and get it on a different track. So that might be a big thought for you. Relationships are really important and can get complicated. We all know that, don't we? What about, finding a relationship, finding true love? Don't forget, I'm always warning you about scams, all right? So just be absolutely careful. I'm always telling you about this because scams are a nightmare, and don't go anywhere near them, and get advice from friends and family if you're a bit worried about what you're seeing or hearing from that person. All right. But there are other ways maybe of finding relationships. I looked up and found somewhere that 30% of relationships are formed during work with a colleague, which can lead to complications, I think, to be honest. Especially, especially if you are working long hours together, overnight hours or all day hours, and you think there might be something in this. I'm spending time with this person. I very much like this person. So could I form a relationship with this person? So that might happen.
Let me try and summarise this.
Recap. Let me just show you my gloves again. I quite like them. I might wear them outside because it's getting cold now. Okay. Let me just say, relationships are really important. And when you get them right, or when I get them right, it is just glorious and lovely. And you feel great about yourself and the other person. But when they go wrong, it's very, very difficult. So if you can somehow spring clean that part of your life this coming year, whether it's to lose the relationship, get out of a relationship, or get into a new one, make sure, because, you have to be happy in life. And relationships, successful relationships, are a big part of it. So moving on, what about habits? Tell me what habits you're going to give up, unless they're too disgusting, and I really don't want to hear anything about those habits. But what about, let's go for the biggies again. Let's go for smoking. I mean, are you still trying to give up smoking? It can't be easy, and you may be finding alternative ways to give up smoking. And maybe people around you are thinking, my goodness, you're smoking. Why are you smoking? Why are you going out of the office for 5 minutes every 2 hours for a cigarette break?
I'm giving up.
And what about giving up sugar? I find that impossible, but I do try very hard. So giving up sugar is also maybe a habit you like to give up. Doesn't sound very exciting, but that's possibly because, it's just a small part of your life, but it may help you health-wise. Don't forget, I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm even in my blue gloves, I'm always talking about things that happen to me and could happen to you. All right. And the final thing I want to talk to you about is phones. Now, are you someone who absolutely uses their phone too much? I do it, and maybe you do it. So as soon as I wake up, I pick up my phone. 2:00 in the morning, I'm still looking at my phone. And when I was talking to somebody the other day about what the addiction is, she said it gives her a sort of an excitement hit, that you pick up your phone and you're suddenly in contact with people, and it's very difficult to escape from. So maybe you should be thinking of, as I'm going to, giving up more time and less time with your mobile. All right. Because the other day, let me just finish with this. The other day, there was someone in a cafe I was in, and she was speaking so loudly on her mobile. I heard all sorts of things that are going on in her life, in her relationships. And to be honest, it's not what I wanted to hear while I was having a cup of tea. So I went politely and quietly to her. You don't have to do this. I did it. And said, is it possible you could turn your phone up? She said, yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise it was so loud. So, you know what? Sometimes people don't realise, and maybe gently have to be told by me. You don't have to do it, but I tend to do it. Okay, my goodness me, this is about Southwold Scribblings. And don't forget, I've got this out for you especially. Okay, yeah, you've seen it, you must have seen it by now. Maybe you haven't. Maybe this is one thing you have to spring clean with. Subscribe to Southwold Scribblings so you can keep seeing me on your phone, wherever you take a look at Southwold Scribblings, and I can, if you want to, I'll promise to keep these gloves going all the time this year. Oh, no, I don't think so, but this has been Southwold Scribblings. Take care. Bye-bye.
She's got laughter, she's got tears. Janet Gershwick through the years. Bring your heart, bring your dreams, 'cause it's Southwold Scribblings. Oh, yeah.
You'll be having a good spring clean, I hope.